Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going over more leaks for Dress to Impress along with the article that Vogue put out for Dress to Impress. So if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into this video. The first thing I want to talk about, and I feel like nobody's talking about it, is the Vogue article that was put out for Dress to Impress. I think it was absolutely amazing, and I can't believe a game on Roblox was interviewed by Vogue. This Vogue article is called Adults Are Now Obsessed with Roblox Thanks to This Fashion Game. And they're talking about DTI. First off, the photo that is with this article is just, it puts a smile on my face. I think it's super cute. Now, granted, I don't know who the people are in the Vogue photo, but there's two Dress to Impress characters. They're wearing crowns, something that you might see on the runway, and they're kind of in a group of real life people, which I think is just absolutely amazing. So in this article, they talk about a lot of things, and the first thing that they talk about was the game overview and popularity. So I didn't know this, and I think that Noah had told me before, but DTI was created in 2023, and honestly, it's only a couple years ago. I thought this game has been going on for a long time. It's just crazy to me to see where it started to where it is now. They have grown so much. Just from like the original graphics to like what is in the game now is awesome. But DTI was created by four friends. And since 2023, this game has surpassed 6 billion visits. Now, this team that works with DTI is a team of over 30 developers. So the article, again, is called Adults Are Now Obsessed with Roblox Thanks to This Fashion Game. So in this article, they gave us some percentages of the age groups for this game. So they said 63% of users are over 13 of age. 43% of the users are over 18, and 25% growth in players aged 17 to 23. Now, I didn't see anything above 23, but for instance, I am in my early 30s and I'm playing this game, and I see a lot of other YouTubers who are also older who stream and are on YouTube who play this game as well. So I just thought that was pretty cool. B Plays is a YouTuber. She's one of my favorite. She is talked about in this article. So it's her and Amoy who are interviewed and talked about. She goes into saying that players love layering and mixing fashion items, which I have to admit, when I first started, I was just like, okay, shirt, bottom, shoes, purse, hair, makeup. But now that I've gotten more into the game, and especially playing with Noah, he's amazing at layering. So I've kind of gotten into that, and layering, it just makes the outfit just come together. So they talk about that. They talk about how DTI takes inspiration from real world trends and other social platforms. And then Vogue highlights how the game bridges virtual fashion with real world style. So again, I thought that was pretty cool. One thing I didn't know, I honestly thought that when they had this update that it was just Brat theme. But the Brat theme actually comes from Charlie XC. So they collabed with her last summer, and when that happened, new themes, map update, Brat inspired poses and outfits. And because of that collaboration, DTI generated 200 plus million views across YouTube and TikTok after that collaboration. Now, I wasn't playing during this time, and I really wish I was, because I honestly like the clothes and stuff in there, but I can't get into the chest, so kind of stinks. Another thing that they talked about was how DTI has become so popular that people of major like fashion names have reached out to them, like Ralph Lauren, Carly Kloss, and others, and they have like this growing list of interested brands for future collaborations, which they didn't go into much more of that. But if this is like true, then I could see this game being like so big. And I mean, from 2023 to where it is now, it already has become so big. They have already collabed with people. They're doing the cultural update this weekend. I mean, so much has come into this game. So just imagine if they were to partner with other big fashion people, like what they could come up with. It's really cool, and I'm excited. All right. So if you haven't already, I'll link the where you can find the Vogue article, and you can just read more in there. There's so much more stuff, but those are the things that like stuck out to me. So I'll link that in the description below so you can click on it and read it in yourself. Let me know what you guys think about it. The next thing I want to talk about is the cultural update that is coming this Saturday at 11 a.m. And we are just so excited about it. So this has been all over the internet. They released that this update was coming out about 8 days ago, I believe. And the first thing I want to talk about is that the cultural cards, somebody had asked on Twitter, are you using IA to create these cards? And Amoy jumped right on it and said she personally researched and wrote all the cultural cards. So she has done so much research and put so much effort into these cards because she wanted herself to be educated. So these are AI is not used. She created these all by herself. So I'm really, really interested in seeing what they are. So in the first thing I want to say is that all items will be free in this update, which is amazing because I can at least count for 9 sets and more with hair leaks that potentially are coming, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So in the photo that they released, it had 9 boxes, and each box was a cultural little description. If you zoom in, which I did, it has most of the description blurred out with keywords that stick out. And I want to also mention that on Twitter, they said that, these ones were coming to this update, but that there'll be more added next year for Cultural Day and such. So if it's only these 9, don't worry, because they are going to be working on more and will be updated next year around this time. All right, so the first one, if you zoom in, is the Philippines. Fiber materials, elegance, and grace. So they did show us, the photo of this. The next one, which they didn't give us a photo, was Mexico. Cultural performance and costumes. So this one was not leaked, but they did show us the box, and these are the words that stood out, and all the rest were blurred. We then have Scotland, which I'm really excited about because that is part of my heritage and culture. And this is clan heritage and unique patterns. So I'm guessing maybe like some long skirts, plaid, orange, green, white, that kind of thing. Maybe some hats. I don't know. I'm excited to see that one. The next one is Brazil. I believe they did leak this one. So this is African roots, vibrant identity. Then we have Thailand, another one I believe was leaked, 1960s, reinvention by influential figure. Then we have Nigeria, which was not. This is heritage, resistance of vibrant colors. Then we had Spain, 19th century, floral fashion with jewelry. India, another one that was leaked, 100 plus of variations based on art and sculpture. So, can only imagine, like, how many toggles we might have with this one. And then we have Japan, evolved, layered, traditional styles. So, these are all the ones that were leaked in the boxes, and all the keywords that were like highlighted. So, these will definitely have, more descriptions on each one. They'll be very informative and educational. But I'm just picturing all of the sets that are to come. Tell me which one you are most excited about or what your cultural background is in the comments below. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is Justin Press didn't release these. These were leaked. Some were taken from the photos that they already put out there. But then last night I made it a point to go to this website. It's like Dress to Impress Wiki or Wiki. And they highlight all the updates that are yet to come or that were rumored to come and didn't. I'll link that description down in the or that link down in the description below as well. But there's 5 that are shown. The first one is the Brazilian hair. So this one is the long, wavy, curly hair to the side. We have the Filipina hair. It's slicked back with like a braid around the crown of the head. We have the African hair, which is braids on the top with the volume at the end. Excuse my ignorance. I don't know, if I'm pronouncing this right, but geisha bun. So it's the high volume with the bun at the top. And then the Thailand bun, which I think might be my favorite. It's the elegant hairstyle with the bangs and the bun at the bottom of the back, which kind of looks like it's flipped under. Super, super excited about these. So let me know which one you are excited about in the comments below. I'm just so excited to see this cultural update. Again, this is going to be released Saturday at 11 a.m. Noah and I had a huge success with our live last week for Mother's Day. So we are thinking about doing a live this coming Saturday. Not sure if we'll be able to give anything away, but we might still go live. It won't be right at the update, only because you guys know 3 kids, 1 under 2, and she needs a nap. And if she is, around during the live, she wants all my attention. So we have to wait around her nap time, which is usually around 12:31 Eastern. So it'll probably be around that time frame. So make sure to subscribe so you get the notification that we are going live. Just so excited. Noah and I also get our DTI dolls tomorrow, so we might be doing a live or a video on that. So if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you guys very soon, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.